You know, they both fight one way. That's coming forward, going to war.
We will go to the tail of the tape for this fight. Not much difference in height, by just about the same in weight. Big differences in the age, but Alvarado, even though he's 6 years older, is in the prime of his career. And then there's the only real difference is the 2-inch reach advantage for Alvarado, but the way Rios will be smothering him, it really shouldn't make much difference.
You ready? All right. We define the line right there. There's a good blow, everything above it. There's a good blow, everything above it. WBO, Latino Championship, 10 rounds. Good luck. Touch him up, come out of the bell.
All right, so we're set to go. All the anticipation is in the books now, because now it's time for the fight. Mike Alvarado, decked out in turquoise, undefeated, 33-0, 23 KOs. Brandon Rios, undefeated, 30 wins, 21 knockouts. As Michael Buffer said, someone's always got to go. We'll find out tonight. Here we go.
Oh, my God. Here we go.
Round number one. Both guys came out of their corners fairly quickly. Third man in the ring. That is Pat Russell, one of the very best referees in the state of California. One of the best in the world, as a matter of fact. He's a Hall of Famer. And he's a good one. He'll tell us if there are any problems. Mostly white in the trunks of Bam Bam Brandon Rios, former WBA World Lightweight champ. Moving up from 35 to 140. Had trouble making 135, but no trouble making 40. He wants to win this Latino Super Lightweight Championship at 140 pounds and then go on and win a world title. Mike Alvarado has the same sight set. Has anybody taken any advantage so far? They're just back and forth here. Both guys boxing.
So far, you know, Alvarado, it looks like he's trying to box like he said he was going to try to do. And Brandon Rios is doing his usual thing. He's coming forward, trying to land punches. Alvarado's trying to control it with that jab now. I think they're a little cold right now. They're a little edgy. They're not really relaxed as they're trying to do their thing here.
There's a jab. Alvarado now landing some pretty heavy stuff. Right back comes Brandon Rios. Rios banking behind the ear. Alvarado the looping right hand. And Rios just wants to stay right in his face, right inside. Alvarado would like to get angles and hold him off with that jab. But Rios comes right forward. He planted a hard left hand.
Oh,
and another left hand. Rios has landed two heavy shots here in this first round. A little bit past the halfway mark in round number one.
Watch those heads.
For 10
Watch
rounds.
your heads, Brandon.
The WBO Latino 140-pound championship at stake. Back comes Alvarado. Now let's see, soaring back and forth. Both guys landing and throwing heavy shots here. Rios reaches him with the right hand that time, but it's light. Rios wants to spin into him and land another right hand. Alvarado sneaks out of there and gets the angle. Little puffiness by the right eye of Alvarado.
Yeah, he took that right hand, was right on the nose, I think, and it's a little blood coming out of there now.
I can't tell whether it's from the eye or the nose, but it looks like the nose, and I hope it is. Both his eyes are puffy already. Rios with the hands up high, doing a nice job blocking these jabs, and then he assaults him, a lunging left hand and trying to punish the body.
That's what Brandon Rios does. He's hard to hit. He keeps those hands really tight on his face, and then he's able to unleash right from that spot, which is a difficult thing to do.
Things weren't going his way when he was fighting from the outside, so immediately crouches and comes in. Comes up very well, comes with the uppercut on the inside. Rios banging, uppercut, left hook, uppercut again. Alvarado tries to battle back, and just listen to the crowd as we go to the bell.
There we go. See, they're actually exchanging it. Even they took this a right hand right there, and Brandon Rios throwing a lot of nice uppercuts, but they actually kind of were even in that exchange.
But I'll tell you, this kid Rios, he loves his time in the ring, and he said yesterday, he told us, Carlos, he loves to get hit. I mean, when you get a guy that loves to get hit, I don't know if I want to be fighting him.
Yeah, he said that too. There was another odd thing. He said that when he tries to box, he gets tired right away. He said he just loves to come in and fighting and throwing punches. He doesn't get tired doing that, he said.
Well, you were looking at the replay. I was listening to what they were saying in the corner, and his corner was saying, trying to give him some instructions. He said, leave me alone. He says, I love this. I love this. Alvarado trying to score from outside. Again, Rios closes it up. Looking to throw that uppercut. He's landing nice hooks on the inside. Looping right hand, sails over the shoulder. Back and forth they go. This crowd is definitely in favor of Brandon Rios. So anything he does, you'll hear the crowd go. Alvarado smacked him with a nice uppercut on the inside. This is just seesaw war on the inside. This is tough stuff. Boy, there's no time at any time during the first minute of this or the first 3 minutes of this fight, now in the 4th and 5th minute. These guys just don't stop throwing. And both of these guys have the ability to do this for 10. Wow. Alvarado looks at a battery, lands the right hand, another right hand. Rios back with the right hand of his own. He landed 2 really good shots to right, Carlos.
2 vicious right hands by Mike Alvarado. And look at this fight. These guys are going to do this for 10 rounds unless somebody gets hurt.
It's unbelievable how guys can keep going. Alvarado having a better second round than he had in the first round.
Absolutely. He's landed now a 3rd straight right hand.
And just as I say that, nice uppercut. He feinted and bounced the head back of Brandon Rios. Where has that been? Wow. What a shot that was. That surprised Brandon. Brandon looking to drop the big right hand as he has Alvarado kind of spun to his right, leaning over. And that right hand will be there. Brandon's going to be in position to land it. 2 left hooks, 1 downstairs, 1 back upstairs. Think the crowd likes this so far. Every time you throw a punch with it. Whoa. Oh, man, this is something else. Seesaw back and forth. They're in that proverbial phone booth just wailing the daylights out of each other. They could have fought this in the 10-foot ring.
Oh my goodness, yeah, you know, and Mike Alvarado is fighting a little bit smarter. You know, he's starting to kind of step around and getting angles on Brandon Rios. I think that's why he's starting to land, you know, that uppercut and the right hands.
Well, he's landed heavier shots in this round, and he's kind of taken the last 10 seconds off, but let's see what goes here now. Misses the tight shot inside, catches him with the left hook. Rios nails in with the left hand. Crowd really reacts when Brandon lands something. Here's Alvarado battling to the bell. Oh, left hook. Bang, right there. And the uppercut we're going to
And that's the right hand right there. That was the good one.
And there's the uppercut. Whoa. Whoa, look at that head snap when he caught him with that uppercut. But you know, it virtually took no effect on Rios. He takes 2 bounces on his legs and goes right back to work again. This is Mike.
Feints, everything. Stepping around. And stop beating on those fucking arms like we talked about, okay, baby? Beautiful.
That's what they're talking about, stepping around. You know, and if Mike Alvarado can land that uppercut and follow it up with a left hook, because Brandon Rios' head snapped way up in the air, and he's vulnerable for that left hook if it comes right behind that uppercut.
He certainly is, Carlos, but the amazing thing as we start round number 3 is neither one of those heavy punches seemed to take an effect on him. It didn't even bring his heels down to the canvas much to shake his legs.
Well, that's what he said. You know, he loves to fight, loves to get hit, and he can take a punch, you know.
I mean, he absolutely loves this. And the more they mix it up, the better he likes it. Alvarado showing some nice hand speed from outside, and this is where he should fight him. I mean, Alvarado is such a good fighter on the inside, but he doesn't really need to fight this guy on the inside. And his corner wants him to step around.
Don't kick him.
Well, he's doing the right thing now. You know, he's keeping the Brandon Rios outside at the end of his jab and then at the end of other punches.
Well, that first minute of the round definitely is Mike Alvarado's. They've been doing everything. Let's see, here comes Alvarado trying to keep him on the inside. But again, Carlos, Alvarado was fighting him outside. Now they come back inside. Let's see how the exchange goes on the inside. I mean, when he steps back out, he can do a nice job with that jab.
That's what he's doing. He's stepping in. He lets him kind of get comfortable in there a little bit, and then he steps outside and catches him coming in. There's the right hand again.
Right hand. Back comes Rios, but it doesn't seem to have the same power that Alvarado is landing shots with. Now he lands a couple, and right back with the left hand, and Rios just smiles at him. How frustrating is that when you land a big shot and the guy smiles at you? And his legs don't seem to go. Boy, this guy loves what he does for a living, Brandon Rios. As Alvarado has won the first 2 minutes of this fight, this round. Rios trying to come back now with shots to the body, back upstairs. Look at this guy, man. You know, and it really depends on where you're sitting, too, for these judges. Getting a clean shot at someone else. Look at this. Rios starts to land shots. On the inside, Alvarado doesn't do as well as Rios does. Oh, he landed a shot as
he just
Rios came in. He walked into it.
He walked into a straight right hand, and he could take a shot, because that was a straight right hand right on the money.
Well, Alvarado has landed 3 shots that would drop most men. These guys can keep this going for the full 10 rounds, and that's what's exciting about it. Man. Time. Watch this combination by Rios.
Short little left hook there, kind of grace, but then there comes the right hand, left hook. And there's that right hand from. He's found a home for that right hand, and Brandon Rios is going to have to do something to get away from that right hand.
Straight left that time, man. This guy.
Brandon, mouthpiece.
Well, I get 1 point
Mike,
separating
mouthpiece.
the two after 3 rounds, and that's kind of what we expected. This is round number 4, scheduled for 10. Everybody asks the question, can they do it for a full 10? The answer is yes. They fight in every single second of every single round, and this is exactly what we expected when the top-ranked people put this fight together. And by the way, this place is jammed now.
Oh, absolutely.
Center. Everybody that bought a ticket showed up for this one. Round 4 again. Alvarado in the turquoise. Brandon Rios is in the white trunks with the American flag on one side and the Mexican flag on the other. Again, you know, Alvarado does so well from the outside.
Yeah, he said he could box. It was something, you know, sometimes he doesn't like to do it, but you know, in this kind of fight, it's really helping him to here staying on the outside and just banging away.
You know, that first round where I think Rios dragged Alvarado into it quicker than he wanted to be. Alvarado's face is really puffed up, and his face still is puffy. And Brandon, even though he's walked into some hard shots, his face doesn't look marked at all. Look at this.
See, that's a nice move there. He missed it, went under a right hand and stepped around. That's what you just got to keep doing. He's got to keep moving Brandon Rios around the ring.
Rios appears for the first minute and a half of this round to be having a better 4th round than he had the 3rd round. Although the 3rd round is very close, almost too close to call. All these rounds are too close to call for me. Went for the uppercut. It didn't land that time. Rios trying to get inside on him to work on the inside. That's his kitchen for this fight with Alvarado. Alvarado trying to work from out here, step around. When he comes in, be sure he throws punches and made. Rios missed quite a few shots there. Goes for the uppercut. Straight left hand again to the face of Rios. Rios is just a tough street fighter sort of guy.
And Alvarado, he's doing a really good job there. He kind of turns his shoulders to the side, so it makes it real difficult for Brandon Rios to get off, because he's trying to land uppercuts, and it makes it difficult when he's hiding kind of. Oh!
Look at these shots. That uppercut. Oh, and a right hand spun the head of Rios. How many of those hard shots can he take? And I don't think he can take them flush. Too many of them, no matter how strong he is. But by golly, he takes a whale of a shot. He came back with a left hook of his own, did Rios. And what a fight this is. Back and forth, back and forth. Look at these guys, battle to the bell. It's everything they said it would be. Here comes the bell. I don't know who you give that round to.
Brandon, mouthpiece. Thank you, boss. Round 5. Box.
I got a point separating the two fighters. I couldn't figure out who to score the last round for. And I know the judges aren't going to score them even, but I'm going to score them even because I can't concentrate 100% on the scoring. So we'll do the best we can to lead you the way we think this fight is going, but it's close. And both guys doing extremely well. Alvarado with that right hand. That one was taken in the back of the glove of Rios, and we got to watch on that too. Oh, man, right hand shot again. What does it take? You got to ask himself, what do I have to do to drop this guy? He landed 3 solid punches, but Rios came back in that round. You know, I was set to give it to Alvarado, and then Rios came on so strong towards the end, I didn't know what to do.
He's taking some shots in this round.
Oh, man, yeah. Uppercut. Another left hand uppercut. That surprised him. Taking some real good shots. That right hand grazed the forehead, too. And I think it more than grazed it, Carlos, except they're on the far side. Look at these shots that Rios is taking. Right back he comes. He gets hit and he gets an adrenaline rush. Man, this is something else. Non-stop action.
Brandon Rios wants to make this such a war that he's kind of, you know, standing squared off, and he's not able to get a lot of power in his punches when he's squared off like that. And because he just wants to be inside, he's got to turn that shoulder and turn the punches and give more power to it.
Right now, in the last about 45 seconds, it's been all Alvarado in this round. And as I say that, back comes Brandon. Then Alvarado whacks him with the right hand. Boy, Alvarado really looks strong now, doesn't he? With a little over a minute to go, and this is the 5th round of this fight.
Well, he said he thought he'd be stronger, but you know, the way Brandon Rios is kind of muscles him when he gets inside, I'm feeling like Brandon Rios might be a little heavier tonight and maybe has a little bit more power in there.
Oh, look at this! Did you see that head snap back and forth about 3 times?
That was a vicious left hook to the last shot that Alvarado landed.
Now this is Alvarado's best round of the fight so far. They couldn't give him the last round. It looks like this one. Oh, look at these big shots. How's Rios holding up? This is unbelievable. What a war. Rios courageously fights back after getting nailed several times. Alvarado makes this mistake in the last minute of these rounds, gets in too tight, and Rios comes on strong. But he's punch for punch with him.
He's right there, but he has nothing on his punches. He just,
That's a great round for Alvarado, I'll tell you. Look at the end of the round where Brandon Rios comes back and
see what I'm talking about? He's just walking forward, just throwing punches with his arms. He has nothing on him. And on the other hand, Alvarado is turning his shoulders every time he throws a punch.
Even that last one right there is a good example of that. Showed exactly what you're talking about. In the beginning of the round, watch Alvarado work. Uppercuts. Look at the head. Hey.
You don't want to be in too many fights like this, taking those kind of shots, because you know you're going to have a short career.
Mouthpiece in. Mouthpiece in. Brandon.
Well, we're at the halfway point, and now we're past it because we're in the 6th round of the scheduled 10-rounder. Alvarado opens up with the left hook. This is where he wants to fight the full 3 minutes out here. Smashing right hand to the left ear of Brandon Rios. Rios is not boxing at all, and there's no jab.
He's just walking in, you know, and I don't know.
You can't walk into the kill zone like this with a guy that's as good a boxer as Alvarado. See, he wants to fight everything in here. And whether they fight even, you're right about one thing, Carlos. He doesn't seem to have the power that Alvarado has inside either.
No, it doesn't, because he's standing squared off, and you can't get any leverage or shoulder movement when you're punching that way. And look at Alvarado, he's just,
Rios knows that he's in a war now. And you hear the crowd starting to chant Rios, Rios, but it's Alvarado who won the first minute of this round again. Wow. I mean, you're right about you can't be taking this many punches. Look at the shots. And Alvarado goes, hey, what do I have to hit this guy with to make him go?
I think Alvarado is ready for this. He said it in the interview. He's ready to go 10 toe-to-toe. And that's exactly what they're doing.
Rios is right in one instance that he fights best on the inside. He does. But you talked about power that I think that Alvarado, because the amount of times he's hit him, has really sapped him with that power that he had in the first couple rounds of the fight. Oh, it's a little over a minute to go, and we see Alvarado has started to come inside. Now when he backs off, he lands more clean, crisp punches. Rios is hitting him all right, but with shots that don't matter. They're not heavy.
I mean, I think he's hoping that, there's another right hand.
Every time that you expect Brandon to start opening up, all of a sudden this guy comes back and blasts him with shots. Jeez, this is something else. And Alvarado gets nicked. 30 seconds to go in the round. And this is where Alvarado has to continue to control it, while Rios picks up as he works to the inside. Uppercut by Alvarado. What a war this is, folks. If you thought it was hype before the fight, you don't need me to tell you. You're seeing it firsthand. 10 seconds to go in the 6th round. Pier 6 are all the way. The bell ends a really good 6th round.
Mike, round 7. Smile for me, Brandon.
Here we go, round number 7. Third man in charge of the ring, Pat Russell, doing a great job refereeing this fight. Although there's not much to do, they just go toe-to-toe.
Yeah, I saw Pat in the dressing room before. I told him all you got to do is lay on the ropes and watch.
That's right. Look at it again. It starts off from the outside. Mike Alvarado doing an excellent job of boxing this very, very tough kid from Oxnard, California, and Brandon Rios. Brandon just loves this, but he's got to start landing more punches, and he's trying to. That head in there. That's a nice move for him, too, to get his head in on the left ear of Alvarado, then step back and throw his right hand. When he does it, he can land the shot.
Well, he also took a little half step to his left and threw that left hook that almost landed. So that was a good move. That's what he's going to have to do. Use angles, don't walk straight in.
But watch Brandon, when he's off the right ear, he's open to get counter punches. When he's off the left ear, he's got a clean shot to land that right hand, like right now. If he can get the position off the left shoulder of Alvarado, but Alvarado didn't stop throwing punches. Brandon comes in with his head down. He just wants to brawl.
Mike Alvarado's doing a great job.
Great job of boxing.
He's boxing this round, so he's kind of mixing it up. He boxes, and then he goes inside and goes to war. And I think that Brandon Rios is going to have to make an adjustment. He's not doing anything except walking in.
He hasn't adjusted at all. He's strictly doing what he said he would do, making a roll on the inside. But there, he lands a big right hand, a nice left hook, and this ignites him. Look at that. And the right hand staggers Alvarado. He's hurt him. Alvarado's there with the right hand. He's out on his feet. Pat Russell looks like he's going to stop the fight. And he does. It's all over.
Oh, you're good, Mike. You're good. I know, Mike. Just stay right there.
Alvarado having 3 terrific rounds in a row. And all of a sudden, Rios nails him with a shot and ends the fight. He knocks him out.
If you love boxing, you had to love what just took place in this ring here tonight. After 6.5 rounds of perhaps the greatest fighting you will ever see, it finally comes to an end. 157, round 7, the winner by TKO victory, still undefeated from Oxnard, California, Brandon Rios.
Wow. That was something else. You know, that 140-pound division is a talent-rich division with guys like Timothy Bradley and Lamont Peterson, Amir Khan,